Welcome to PreMath. In this video, we have got these three identical green shaded rectangles fully inscribed in a semicircle with a center O, as you can see in this given diagram, such that PQ is the diameter of this semicircle, and moreover the diameter of this semicircle is 10 units. And now our task is to calculate the area of this green shaded region. In other words, the combined area of all these three green shaded rectangles. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe. And please keep in mind that this figure may not be 100% true to the scale. Let's go ahead and get started. And here's our very first step. We know the diameter of this semicircle is 10 units. Then the radius has got to be half of 10, that is going to be 5. If I label the radius lowercase r, is going to be equal to 5 units. And now let's focus on this rectangle. And now let's assume the length of this rectangle AO is 2 times x. And likewise, the width AB of this rectangle, I'm going to label that one as y. And please bear in mind that this point B is the point of tangency. And furthermore, this angle is our 90 degrees angle, since we are dealing with this rectangle. And now I'm going to connect the center O with this point B, as you can see in this next step. And now let's make an observation. We can see that this OB is the radius of this semicircle, and we know the radius is 5. So therefore this OB length is 5. And now let's focus on this right triangle OAB. And we are going to apply the Pythagorean theorem on this triangle. And here's the Pythagorean theorem: a square plus b square equal to c square. And in our case, our hypotenuse is 5, whereas our two other legs are 2x and y. Let's go ahead and fill in the blanks in this Pythagorean formula. So we got 2x whole square plus y square is going to be equal to 5 square. And I'm going to label this one as our equation number 1. And in this next step, I have dropped this perpendicular OC on this chord. And now let's recall the perpendicular bisector theorem. According to this theorem, if a radius of a circle is perpendicular to the chord, then radius bisects the chord. So no wonder this segment has got to be equal to this segment. And we know the length of this rectangle is 2 times x. So therefore half of this one is going to be x, and likewise this one is going to be x as well. And furthermore, we know the width of this rectangle is y. So therefore this width of this rectangle is going to be y, and likewise this is going to be y as well. And now in this next step, I am going to connect this center O with this point of tangency D, as you can see in this next step. And now let's make an observation. We can see that this OD is the radius of this semicircle, and we know the radius is 5. So therefore this radius OD length is going to be 5. And now we are going to focus on this other right triangle OCD. And now let's make an observation. We can see this whole side OC length has got to be y plus y is going to give us 2 times y. And now we are going to apply the Pythagorean theorem on this triangle as well. And here's our Pythagorean theorem once again: a square plus b square equal to c square. And in our case, our hypotenuse is 5, whereas our two other legs are x and 2 times y. And now we are going to fill in the blanks in this Pythagorean formula. So we got x square plus 2 times y whole square equals to 5 square. And I'm going to label this one as equation number 2. And now in this next step, we are going to focus on this equation 1. And here I have copied down this equation 1, 4 times x squared plus y squared equal to 25. And now I'm going to manipulate this equation by multiplying by 4 across the board by both sides. So therefore we are going to have 16 times x squared plus 4 times y square equals to 100. And I'm going to label this one as our equation number 3. And now we are going to focus on this equation 2. And here I have copied down equation 2 over here. X squared plus 4y squared equals to 25. And now we are going to subtract equation 2 from equation 3. So therefore we are going to change the sign. This becomes negative, negative, and negative across the board. And here we can see 4y squared and negative 4y squared, they are gone. So therefore on the left hand side we are ended up with this simply 15 times x squared equals to 75. And now we are going to divide both sides by 15 to isolate x squared. This 15 and 15 is gone. So therefore x squared turns out to be equal to 5. And now I'm going to undo this square by taking square root on both sides. So therefore our x value simply turns out to be positive square root of 5 units. So thus our x value turns out to be square root of 5. And now our task is to find the value of y as well. So therefore we are going to focus on this equation 1 once again. And here I have copied down equation 1. And now I am going to substitute this x value as square root of 5 over here. So therefore we could write 4 times our x value is square root of 5 whole square plus y square equals to 25. So therefore 20 plus y square equals to 25. And now we are going to subtract 20 from both sides. This is gone. So therefore y square value simply turns out to be 5. I'm going to undo this square by taking square root on both sides. So therefore our y value turns out to be square root of 5 units as well. So thus our x value turns out to be square root of 5, and likewise y value is square root of 5 as well. So therefore this dimension of this rectangle is going to be 2 times x, means that is going to be 2 times square root of 5. And likewise the width of this rectangle is y, and y is square root of 5. And now let's make an observation. We can see that this green shaded region area is going to be simply 3 times the area of this green rectangle. So therefore now our task is to calculate the area of this green rectangle first. And now we are going to calculate the area of this green rectangle. And now let's recall the area of rectangle formula. Area is always equal to length times width of the rectangle. And here in our case the length of this rectangle is 2 times square root of 5, and the width is square root of 5. So therefore this green rectangle area is going to be 2 times square root of 5 times square root of 5. And now we know that if we multiply these two radicals, that is going to give us simply 5, and that's going to be equal to 10. So thus the area of each of these identical rectangles turns out to be 10 square units. And now let's recall this equation once again. The green shaded region area is going to be equal to 3 times the green rectangle area. And we already figured out our green rectangle area over here. So therefore our green shaded region area is going to be 3 times 10. So therefore that is going to give us equal to 30 square units, the area of this green shaded region. So thus after all the calculations and manipulations, the area of this green shaded region turns out to be 30 square units. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more exciting videos. Bye.